cooler. So please welcome to the stage Professor Spira. Oh, he's got a camera. Oh, I'm gonna let him sit up. Oh, now I have to be good. Oh man, you're putting me on the spot. Is this gonna be published? You know I'm not good with words. You've met me before.
My fans like to see me in different contexts.
Oh, good. Well, this is going to be a special one, I'm sure. You're such a professional compared to me. This is worrisome. I'm going to do my best. Are all those yours?
Yeah, I mean, some of them are.
Okay. All right, so we're going to just get right on into this because I didn't know this about my friends here. You can definitely use this table here. I don't want you to have to hold them all. So I knew him as musician and good travel companion, always attending shows and laughing at our stuff. But he's also a writer, and I did not know this. You wrote books. That's you, right there. Tell us about what you write about. This is great. I'm learning so much about you. Uh-oh. Is it turned off?
Oh. There we go. Okay, so I'm Professor Spira, and I write about naturopathic health or natural healing, and the diet that I practice is called the Mucusless Diet Healing System. I've practiced it for over 13 years, and believe it or not, I used to be a 280-pound, very sick individual. Played football through high school, but even though I could bench press 300 pounds, I suffered from all kinds of illnesses, like chronic migraine headaches and allergies, and I had taken pharmaceutical medications since I was 7 for illness, just all kinds of sleep apnea. They had me on a breath thing at night, and when I was 18 years old. So I found out about the Mucusless Diet Healing System, and within 6 months I lost 100 pounds and had gotten off all my old pharmaceutical medications. And if you take a look here, this is actually some before and after pictures.
Wow.
People would have to.
This is insane. I didn't know that about you either. That you were. I would never have guessed that you were. I was being greedy here. Other people can look because I can look later. I will see it later.
There's some other fun photos in there. There's some pictures of some of the slime and some of the nasty stuff and the impurities that are inside of our bodies, and a lot of people don't know is actually there, and a lot of people, if they know it's there, they just want to ignore it, act like it's going to just go away on its own, but it won't. And really, that if you do take a look at that, that's the foundation of human illness, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's not really a mystery. You know, pharmaceutical companies and the medical industry want us to be dumbfounded and befuddled about health when it's actually fairly simple and not that complicated, although we do have to get kind of serious and make some serious changes if we want to have that kind of transformation. But the mechanics of it are actually fairly simple.
So how did you find out about this? Like, what made you want to change the way? I mean, obviously you were getting older, through high school, and you're like, I'm feeling like shit. So what made you want to change the way you ate, the way you functioned as, a human? What made you want to do that?
Really was pursuing my path as a musician, that's really my spiritual path, and I had made that decision knowing that, going to school for jazz performance, which is, I just saw something today where it said jazz is the least popular form of music, right under polka in the United States.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
so,
I studied jazz as well. So how is two people on one stage that both studied jazz the least popular? And we're pretty cool.
Right.
I think,
that's what I'm saying. So I don't know if I can trust that study, but
and polka sucks.
Too much. But I got into the music to basically find questions for, what's the foundation of human suffering? Why do humans suffer? Why is there so much illness? I had a very sick mother that I lost when I was in the 6th grade. I had an ill grandmother, and so I spent a lot of time hanging out in nursing homes as a young child, hanging out with my mom and stuff, and so I sort of saw chronic illness up close as a young person, more so than most people do, because a lot of people, unless you have an ill person or maybe you were going through something, you might not spend a lot of time in nursing homes and hospitals and stuff, but because I had that experience, I had kind of gotten over a lot of, limitations that hold some people back from making that type of change, where it was kind of like, okay, I saw where the way I was living was going, because it's not only that I used to eat like the standard, we call it SAD, the standard American diet. It's not only, I had that on steroids. I used to go to a root beer stand. I grew up in Cincinnati, in Sharonville, Ohio. Root beer stand, and I would get 2 foot longs with chili and cheese, a cheeseburger, a thing of popcorn, and a root beer float, all in the same meal.
Wow.
Yeah. Like once a week, every week, like throughout the summer.
At least it was only once a week, though, and not every day. But
Yeah.
still, that's a pretty intense source of food.
Yeah.
Or food, you would say.
Yeah, quote, so-called food. So the thing was, I came from that. In high school, I did a lot of partying. I did a lot, so I kind of had a lot of those experiences that a lot of people sort of get stuck in, or that's what they want to just have the rest of their life. And I was sort of kind of got over that, like, okay, I did that, and I enjoy. Within the context of what I did, I enjoyed it, but there's more to life than that, and I think that there's higher levels of existence and being that we can attain, and I think the physiological component is the part that's missing, because there's a lot of people that do long meditation, and I was into meditation before I got into the diet, and noticed that there was a connection. I'd be trying to do all of these exercises, and my nose would be filled with mucus, and it's like, well, I can't do these really advanced science of breath exercises if my whole head is just a big stopped up mucus plug. And that's when, the Mucusless Diet Healing System, and that's, so basically, this book, this is an annotated version of Professor Arnold Ehret's Mucusless Diet Healing System. And I'm pretty much the biggest proponent of this diet, at least in the English language. The diet was written back in 1922. And this is actually, I call this the original vegan diet, the Mucusless diet, mucus-free. This was vegan way before the word actually even was invented in 1941. You had the Mucusless diet, and thousands of people have used this diet to heal themselves of every form of illness that I've heard of. No matter what you name it, the foundation of it is can be found in eating things that are unnatural to the human species.
So this is incredibly fascinating, and I know hanging out with you and Janan, I feel like the most unhealthy person ever, and I always try to challenge myself to be eating better and doing better for my life, because though I'm not completely overweight, I am still overweight, and I do feel like shit all the time. I get migraines all the time, and like terrible, not to overshare, but terrible periods like every month, and it's just like, I feel like something like this would completely change all that. I just don't know how to even approach it. But then people like you come about, and you're like, I was eating all of this stuff, and I did it. So was it a slow transition into it? Like you're like, something has to change, but I have to like first cut out soda, and then cut out this, and then cut out this.
Yeah,
it was all one.
And the key is that, I promote a slow transition and dealing with the mechanics. The one thing that this book has that I've not seen elsewhere in the plant-based communities and the raw foods and all that stuff is a transition. And so the key is you clean your intestines out, start cleaning the toxicity out of your system, then you lose the desire for the poisonous foods, for the stuff that is unnecessary and harmful to you. You don't even crave it anymore. So that's the key. And so I work with a lot of people that have those kind of issues, that they're just getting into it. They're they don't really know what to do, and it's like, okay, well, the one thing that a lot of people aren't on board at first until they do it, and then they're like, well, yeah. is we do lemon juice enemas.
I've heard of these, but I am scared of it. And I'm going to tell you why I'm especially scared of it right now, because I am currently doing a tea detox thing where it's like all natural teas and stuff just to kind of slowly get my system better. And so an enema right now sounds super terrifying because I'm already doing a cleanse. I feel like I could
the key
definitely
is you have to, fasting is the fundamental omnipotent healing modality for humans. That's so no matter what you do, whether you're drinking herbal tea, you're doing a water fast, you're doing a juice fast, you're eating nothing but fruit and doing a fruit cleanse, the reason that you cleanse and heal fundamentally is based on your body. So it's not that you take some herbs and the herbs heal you. The herbs might help to eliminate, sort of cause the body to eliminate, but they don't in themselves heal. So with what you're doing, the enemas are perfect. You just throw those on in there, the lemon juice, and you didn't get a chance to see the pictures, but they're going around. You get a chance to see, and I can testify. I've seen that stuff. I mean, I don't care how clean you think you are. I guarantee that stuff will come out of you. You start doing 2 or 3 weeks worth of enemas and eating fruit and fasting, you're going to have that black sludge coming out, them long, the big worms and stuff. All that's coming out.
That is so scary, but I know I don't want it in my body if it's that scary coming out. I don't want that in there crawling around. That's terrifying. So where can we find these? Are you selling them?
Yes. So this session was basically to announce the paperback release of this book, which is Spira Speaks, Dialogues and Essays on the Mucusless Diet Healing System. It's basically a compilation of my writings on the mucusless diet for the past, since about 2005. And there's a lot of really good, it's a very unique work. I call it a lifestyle book. It's not just like a diet book. It really gets into the lifestyle of the challenges that you face when you try to go down this path, because you have to be, you kind of have to be a strong individual because you're met with a lot of opposition. Things have loosened a little bit in more recent years, but it was kind of like, I think the work we did 10 years ago, because you start talking about plant-based diet or veganism or even vegetarianism, people look at you all crazy. Like,
how are you doing that?
And people get mad at you, like you're judging them and stuff. I don't care what you eat. I ain't judging you. this is what I do. So you need to respect what I do, But so going through that can be challenging. But some of the stuff I talk about in there is sort of how to, how to talk about this with other people. How to do. There's a step-by-step instructions for lemon juice enemas, which I think this is probably the only book on the market that has that right now. And so I would say but you can get all these. I would get the annotated Mucusless Diet Healing System and Spira Speaks at the same time. Those are just companion books. You can get the paperbacks on Amazon. You can download PDF versions on my website, mucusfreelife.com, and visit me there. And I got a bunch of free blog posts and articles. Got a YouTube channel under Professor Spira. I got a ton of videos.
It's like you're leading a secret life that I didn't know about. I knew about your lifestyle, but my gosh.
He's never around.
That's right, exactly. He's always so busy doing lemon juice enemas. No, but that is so fascinating. I had no idea. I mean, I knew about your lifestyle, and I knew that you do make excellent choices in that. Whereas I'm like, Frisco melt sounds great. And then I eat it, and I'm like, I feel like shit. I don't know why I'm doing this. So I need this. I need your blog. So you said it's mucusfreelife.com. All right. So I'm going to check that out. Thank you so much for enlightening me on this. I had no idea. This is so exciting. If
anybody wants a copy tonight, the reduced price, $10 for the annotated Mucusless Diet, which is normally $15 on Amazon. and 15 for Spira Speeds.
Wow, that's a good deal.
And I'm going to give you and
What?
Casey, that's for you guys.
Oh, thank you so much. You know, of all the people you know, we are probably the ones that need this the most, so thank you so much. Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Professor Spira, for coming here. I'm so glad you got booked this evening. I'm glad I got to do it. There was a reason he got sick. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm learning so many new things. I had no idea. Okay, so that's great. This is an educational program. Also a sexy program. Even the educator is a good-looking man. Thank you. All right, so up next we have some more beautiful ladies.